Pete Davidson has finally revealed the deeply personal and surprisingly layered meaning behind his daughter Scottie's name, and the story behind it is far more emotional, symbolic, and revealing than anyone expected. This isn't just a celebrity baby name reveal designed to grab headlines. It's a rare glimpse into how Pete Davidson's past, present, and future collided in one powerful choice that now defines the most important role of his life: being a father. When news first broke that Pete had welcomed a baby girl, fans were stunned. Known for his raw humor, chaotic love life, and brutally honest takes on fame and mental health, Pete Davidson becoming a dad felt like a major life shift. But when he recently opened up about why he named his daughter Scottie, the conversation instantly turned from surprise to emotion, because the name carries a double meaning that reflects both love and loss in ways that feel unmistakably Pete. The first meaning behind Scottie's name goes straight to the heart of Pete Davidson's story. Scottie is a direct tribute to Pete's late father, Scott Matthew Davidson, a New York City firefighter who was killed while responding to the September 11th attacks. Pete was just 7 years old when he lost his father, and that tragedy has shaped nearly every aspect of his life, from his comedy to his vulnerability to his struggles with mental health. Pete has never shied away from acknowledging how deeply that loss affected him. Over the years, Pete has spoken openly about his dad in interviews, stand-up specials, and even on Saturday Night Live. He's described his father as brave, selfless, and larger than life, someone he wished had been there to see him grow up, succeed, and become the man he is today. Naming his daughter Scottie wasn't just a nod to his father's name, it was a way of keeping that legacy alive, of ensuring that his dad's presence continues into the next generation. Pete has shared that becoming a father himself has made him feel closer to his dad than ever before. He's talked about how holding his daughter for the first time gave him a new understanding of the sacrifices his dad made, and the love his dad must have felt for him. In that sense, Scottie's name is a bridge between past and present, a reminder of where Pete comes from, and a promise of what he hopes to be as a parent. But what truly shocked fans is that Scottie's name doesn't just honor Pete's past, it also marks a very specific and intimate moment in his present. Pete revealed that the second meaning behind the name comes from Scotland, the country where his daughter was conceived during a private getaway with his partner. It's a detail that feels very on brand for Pete, sentimental, honest, and just a little bit cheeky. Rather than choosing a name with only one safe traditional meaning, Pete embraced the full story. Scottie became a name that represents both a deeply emotional tribute to his father and a joyful personal memory tied to the beginning of his daughter's life. It's that combination, grief and happiness, memory and creation, that has made fans connect so strongly to the reveal. According to Pete, the name Scottie kept resurfacing throughout the pregnancy. Even as he and his partner explored other options, they always came back to it. It felt right, it felt real, and most importantly, it felt honest. Pete has said that fatherhood has changed how he thinks about everything, from his career choices to how he manages stress, and the naming process reflected that shift. This wasn't about trends or branding, it was about meaning. Adding even more depth to the story is Scottie's middle name, Rose. While Pete has been open about the significance of Scottie, Rose comes from his partner's family history. It's a name that's been passed down through generations, tying Scottie not only to Pete's legacy, but also to her mother's roots. Together, the full name becomes a blend of both families, both histories, and both lives coming together in one child. Since Pete shared the story behind the name, public reaction has been intense and emotional. Fans who have followed his journey for years say this feels like one of the most mature and grounded moments of his career. Many have pointed out how far Pete has come from the troubled, self-destructive image he once leaned into, and how fatherhood seems to have given him a new sense of purpose. Social media has been flooded with messages praising Pete for honoring his father in such a meaningful way. Others couldn't help but laugh at the Scotland connection, calling it classic Pete Davidson honesty, unfiltered, a little awkward, but completely authentic. The mix of heartfelt tribute and playful truth has only made the story more compelling. In recent interviews, Pete has spoken about how becoming a dad has changed his priorities almost overnight. He's admitted that fame doesn't hit the same way anymore, that career pressure feels smaller now that he has someone depending on him. He's talked about wanting to be present, wanting to show up, and wanting to give his daughter the stability he didn't always feel growing up. He's also been open about how fatherhood has helped ground him emotionally. Pete has long discussed his struggles with anxiety, depression, and borderline personality disorder, and he said that caring for his daughter gives him a reason to slow down and focus on what truly matters. Instead of chasing constant validation, he's finding meaning in quiet moments at home. His partner has echoed those sentiments, sharing glimpses of their new life as parents and speaking honestly about the challenges and joys of early parenthood. From sleepless nights to overwhelming love, they've embraced the reality of raising a child without trying to make it look perfect. That authenticity has only strengthened public support for the couple. There's also growing speculation about what this new chapter means for Pete. Insiders say he's being more selective with projects, prioritizing work that allows him to stay close to home. Some have even hinted that marriage and expanding their family could be on the horizon, though Pete himself has kept those conversations private. What's clear is that Scottie's name isn't just a headline, it's a statement. It represents healing, growth, and a man who has learned to carry his pain without letting it define him. It's about honoring the father he lost while becoming the father he always wished he had. And in true Pete Davidson fashion, it's done with honesty, vulnerability, and just enough humor to keep it real. In a world where celebrity baby names are often about shock value, Scottie's name stands out because it tells a story, one of love, loss, memory, and new beginnings. And for Pete Davidson, that story is only just beginning. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.